YouTube. In today's video, we're going to be talking about this gaming PC, which is the Lenovo Legion Go, which has the potential to be the best gaming PC handheld, but there are some shortcomings. Despite the hardcore occult-like following from the users of the Lenovo Legion Go, which is rightfully so, there are some areas that we can, make this thing better. But generally, overall, my long-term user experience with this device has been mostly positive. So let's get into the pros, the cons, and the things about the Lenovo Legion Go in this long-term review many months later. I think this thing has been out for like 6 months now. I mean, it's a big, beautiful screen, and although there's no VRR, and yes, it's in portrait, it's still one of the nicer screens to look at and game on, especially at this sizing. Oh, and the power that this thing packs, especially if you plug it in and go for performance, but these fans will let their presence be known. Yes, they are loud. And one more thing that I must commend Lenovo on in this space is being innovative and offering something and not just following the mode. Case in point, following the mode. This was first, this came after. And that's why I love how different the Lenovo Legion Go is. It shows that their engineers were able to engineer. And with the offering of these removable, side joysticks, and the offering of the FPS mode, which is actually quite impressive. I enjoy using FPS mode. Now, I haven't used it the most, and I don't think FPS mode is for the most or like everyone, but I appreciate the innovation behind it. I appreciate offering a different way to play FPS games. And I think this space and just gaming technology in general needs that. So I appreciate and I commend Lenovo for giving us that with the Legion Go. And while we're on the topic of these handheld gaming controllers, one thing that they could have offered and should have would have been a middle piece so that you can hold this and use it like a traditional controller, eliminating the need for an additional controller, because I have all of the controller I need right here. I just need it to feel like a controller with a middle piece. Now, yes, there are 3D printed solutions out there, and I'm waiting for the day that a real company or a true company, third party, or Lenovo offers a solid solution. Now, there was one. They had made their announcement post. I was excited, I was ready, but after receiving the feedback that they received in the comment section, they paused the release of their, solution for these controllers, and they went back to the drawing board to add some of those suggestions from the, user base that offered up. And that is one of the best things that a company can do. That is one of those things that Lenovo has been doing with all of their updates and all of their communication on their board. There's a community board that you can speak to Lenovo on. Their communication has been top notch, and they've been communicating all of their updates. When that dead zone thing was a thing in the beginning, they were very open. They were giving us updates as to when it would release, and it released. It helped fix a lot of the issues that I had with these joysticks as far as gameplay, especially in competitive FPS. We just need that middle solution. And I think Lenovo missed by not releasing their own, because I would have purchased it. So outside of that, this offering right here though is innovative, and you gotta take your hats off to it. So I appreciate it. It's not perfect, but I appreciate it. And so I guess we'll continue to wait for that solution. Now, I did take the Legion Go with me traveling. I've used it in the typical portable use cases, around the house, lunch break, things like that. But when you travel, that's when you see how portable your gaming handheld truly is. Now, I appreciate the fact that Lenovo, out of all of the companies, actually gave us a carrying case with our device. It offers peace of mind for your device when traveling. The only thing is it doesn't have room for the power supply. You can't put any extras. I carry a power bank. I mean, I have one of the larger ones, so I can't expect most cases to accommodate that. But my power supply had to travel with that large power bank separately from my Legion Go inside of its own case. So that was a plus, because no case, no case. I had to, you know, you gotta do third party with these devices. But I was able to travel with this thing. Now, one thing that plagues all gaming handhelds, and it's not the fault of the gaming handheld manufacturers, it's the fault of the game creators, that you just have to have internet in order to play these games. So you need to search for games that allow for offline play, especially for when you're on an airplane. Now, I know Steam has offline mode, but you gotta find the games that, you know, work with offline mode. But it's kind of unfortunate that certain games just rely on internet connection, and that just takes that portability factor of those games away when not in contact with internet connection. Now, as soon as we touched down, hit the hotel and had hotel Wi-Fi, oh, it was full on portable gaming goodness with all of the performance, all of this screen base, and all of the Legion Go. Now, speaking on performance, AMD is absolutely crushing it. Actually, they're the front runner in this portable PC gaming space. Hands down. You know, the FSR, all of the goodness, all of the frame rates, all of the power, all of the, you know, ideal managed experience in this new market is AMD. Now, Intel entered the market, you know what I mean? I think they kind of fumbled the bag. They fumbled the bag. This is very much a rookie and showing its rookie state right now in the space. You know, this is the in-between rookie and veteran, and this is the vet. You know what I mean? The OG. And it shows. But nevertheless, performance is ideal, especially with the Legion Go. So I connected to that Wi-Fi and I was playing. Competitive Call of Duty at that time. At that time, Helldivers wasn't out. I have a lot more games than back then. I've also upgraded my internal hard drive in here and made it a lot larger so I could hold a lot more games. So, you know, we got Helldivers 2 on here. We got some F1 and so on. But I didn't have Helldivers back then, so I was playing a lot of COD and some other games. But guess what? Who wasn't playing? I had someone with me who was on a PlayStation Portal, my bro C-Kid. We was at CES in Vegas, right? And, you know, he's a PlayStation Portal guy. That's the one thing he wasn't playing any Portal. But I was playing my Lenovo Legion Go. So that says a lot. You know, not every portable gaming offering is truly portable. Something to think of, just food for thought. So I enjoyed it. I loved it. It was an ideal experience playing with this. I plugged it into my massive power bank right here with all of its milliamp hourness. So something to talk about really quick, battery, right? We're in a portable situation or in portable situations. A lot of people are probably gonna be wondering, what's battery life? You know, if you watch other videos, you understand, especially if you're doing like high, you know, TDP, high wattage, you know, settings, you know, high performance, high AAA, high graphical intense, high this type gaming, a couple hours. But if you do anything, or if you dial back that game, dial back that resolution, play lower tier games, lower watt, you know, draw, then you get more than those couple of hours. And that's just simply where it lies. But the ideal way to roll is, if you can, have some type of portable power with you or bring the official power supply. That's how you get longevity of gaming and you get the performance, the best of both worlds. So I'm typically a battery pack carrier when it comes to these gaming PC handhelds. I like to plug them in. I know it kind of takes away, you got a cable, but it still is portable. It's very much portable. I'm not stuck at a PC, at a desktop with a big screen in one spot. I can go wherever I want to go within the house. I can go wherever I want to go outside of the house, and I can still game. And that's the beauty of these. Now, as far as my travel experience, big screen, big performance, big time gaming while I'm away from home, I enjoyed it. It gets a thumbs up as far as portability goes, especially for travel if you want something like this. Now, what are some other things we need to talk about? One of the things, considering how big this setup is with this big screen, you know, you got these controllers. This is different from people who are used to using just a normal controller gamepad. This is gonna be a different experience, all of the gaming PC handhelds, because now you're holding the screen in between, and this is a nice size one. So ergonomics can be questionable for some, depending on your hand size, depending on what you're used to, and depending on your adaptability. In the beginning, the Lenovo Legion Go, the ergonomics was falling behind the ROG Ally for me. Well, ROG Ally with this case right here made the ergonomics good. And surprisingly so, the Rookie actually has the best ergonomics of the three without any need for any extra accessory. But that aside, over time, since this is the long-term review, I've used it for a long time. That's what I wanted to wait before I actually gave a true review on this device. I have grown to adapt to the ergonomics and enjoy my gameplay, you know? Is it the best ergonomics? No. But is it adaptable? For me, it was, yes. So I was able to get on here and find my way of gripping it without accidentally bumping into this button. And yes, there are buttons with wacky placements because of the FPS mode, but I appreciate the FPS mode and its innovation, as I said earlier. So I guess I won't ding them too hard for that, but it is an area that could be better. But really what matters in all of this conversation and talk and use case with this is user experience. So what is my user experience with the Legion Go? I told you in the beginning, it's been mostly positive, and I stand by that. It has areas where there's like some things like, why aren't this starting select? Well, they gave you a software update for that because, like I said, they're listening and you can swap those out. So that's no longer a complaint, right? You can choose for these to be start and select. And, you know, you got gyro. There was something else. Oh, full button mapping with this is now available. Again, they're very proactive with their updates. They're listening to the community. And that right there is building a strong fan base. And that's a positive thing because this is a market that is evolving. And I think it's going to be a strong future niche or sector or section in the gaming technology world. Like once they get these developed, remember, these are all first iterations. As they develop more and more over the years, it's just going to get better and better. At least that's what I hope. And that's what I look forward to. AMD is really crushing it. You're able to get high performance, high frame rate use cases on these devices, the highest, you know what I mean? Actually kicking Intel's behind right now. And I don't say that like being negative or being fanboy, it's just the facts. So, you know, but it took time to get there. In the beginning, it wasn't that. So it took a lot of driver updates, optimization, and that's what we can expect on the other end, but right now it's here. You feel me? So if you're shopping the Legion Go and you're wondering, if you guys are looking for a comparison video, I did my part 1, but that was just an introductory. Now that I've had these long-term, there's gonna be an updated long-term comparison between these two, as well as a full-on slugfest going on between these three. And just know that I don't only have the Ultra 7 version of the MSI Claw, I also have the Ultra 5. So it's gonna be a real slugfest. This thing is doing it. So, where are we here? I'm telling you guys that it's mostly positive. I pointed out the shortcomings and the cons with it. So if you can live with those, the Legion Go is for you. If you can live with the sizing, with the ergonomics, go somewhere and grip it in the store and, you know, try it out and see if it fits you. This thing, I don't see any reason not to recommend it outside of those little, you know, petty cons that I mentioned. And if you can deal with those things, you know, the lack of VRR, but the higher refresh rate screen versus the competitors, but still no VRR. The portrait layout, which can cause some games a little hiccup because they were wondering what's going on here. Most games are, you know, to 16:9 and things like that. You know, you get past that, you accept the size, you accept the weight, you accept the ergonomics, you accept the controllers, what they do, you accept the design, you accept the fan noise, you accept the Legion Go, then the Legion is a go. And just to show you how much of a go the Legion Go is, I'm literally about to hook it up right now and give you some gameplay. I'm gonna pull up some Helldivers 2 and some competitive FPS COD. So I'm gonna plug this bad boy in. I got my JSAW hub. If you guys want a link to that, I could link that as well, which allows for you to plug in Ethernet. You get your 100 watt power delivery via whatever your 100 watt source is. I have one for you. Don't trip, I'll link it. But you get these USB-A's, so that way if you want to connect full-on keyboard and mouse gameplay, you can do that. And that's one thing I love about the Legion Go with the stand, is the fact that I can do keyboard and mouse with this nice size screen, traveling. Let me show you my keyboard and mouse of choice. So I love the Logitech G Pro wireless. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get another one of these, a color one, and I might try the Logitech 2. But then I have this Keychron. This is the K3 Max. It's a nice low profile keyboard, which as you guys can see, this setup right here, I'm getting some nice gaming. And it also has a dongle with, what is it, like the 2.5 gigahertz. It's set up for the gaming. And it has a tactile click. These are red switches in this one. You know what I mean? So it's legit. It's a solid setup for FPS. What I'm gonna do now is set up and play some games. I don't know what Buddy thought. I don't know what he thought either. Woo, cook. Wait. Oh, that's terrible aim, but I still cook it though. Ooh, no. Don't play with me. I'm gonna just say this. Y'all see what's going on. First game on. Top of the leaderboard, 39 and 26. Legion Go is a go. A W for democracy.